Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy coming at you with another Robinhood portfolio update. So I made a change today and I wanted to cover it real quick. So one of the things that I have become more accustomed to is switching out stocks. So let's say I find a stock that's worth 200 bucks and it pays a 50-cent dividend. And I like the company. But I find another opportunity in, say, an insurance company, because everybody knows by now that that's really my goal, is to find undervalued insurance companies. So, and utilities and other and consumer staples. So let's say I have a $200 stock that pays 50-cent dividend, and then I randomly find an insurance company that's $100 that pays a 70-cent dividend. I'm gonna get out of the $200 company and put it into the $100 company. It pays me more. Um, so that's what I've been looking for, is opportunities where the value meets the dividend. So, and I get that over time every stock's going to be like that. Every stock should drop to the point where the dividend is worth it. But I'm not going to sit around and wait for that to happen. I really want to allocate my capital, especially um, if you find a better business. If you find a business that you're more bullish on, or you're more of a fan of, or even if you excuse me, sorry, I have congestion today. If you understand the company more thoroughly than you did the other investment, take it out and reallocate it. I've talked to a lot of, especially younger investors, which I'm not. I'm pretty much young. I'm what, behind the years. I've only got like 3 years into this journey. But a lot of younger investors are very scared of the tax implications of buying and selling a stock. Guys, it's not going to be that much money. Like, just to put it in perspective, for my tax return this year, I probably bought and sold like 10, 20 times, I think. Like, I bought and sold out of Disney a couple times, did that with Walgreens, did that with General Dynamics. That's part of the game, is you're going to find companies that you like, and then you're going to find other opportunities. And if it's a small position, you really shouldn't have any issues selling it. So just for, you know, uh, transparency, I bought and sold, like I said, Walgreens, Disney, um, General Dynamics. I know I sold like probably Philip Morris. There's a couple. I was in and out of companies a decent amount last year, right? And which you guys watched. um, Even this year, I've done it, and I did it again today. But and I'll show you guys that. But I just wanted to, be transparent and just let you guys know, like, I bought and sold last year a decent amount. I mean, I held my core positions, but I did do some buying and selling. You don't get taxed on dividend income until you reach $40,000 of passive income. So my dividends haven't been taxed at all. I don't get tax implications at all. I just make that money. Like, that money just rolls into my account and I reallocate it. So it's wonderful. But the thing is, the capital gains tax on you buying and selling with a small portfolio is like next to nothing. So just to put it into perspective, everything you guys saw me buy and sell last year, up until tax time, I don't know when the cutoff date is, but like the stocks that I listed, um, I only had to pay like $10 in the buys and sells, and I know I made money on those buys and sells, overall, because I was up huge on Target, up like 300, or I think it was like 300 or 400 bucks on Target. I know I was up big on Lowe's, and I know I had like 2 shares, but I was still up like almost 200 bucks on Lowe's when I sold it. So, I altogether, I would probably say I made about 500 bucks selling. Is, I guess, a bit, you guys, I don't know if anybody has the real number. But let's be conservative. Let's say it was 200 bucks, right? So I made 200 bucks last year off buying and selling stocks. I paid $10 on that buying and selling, and then I got $1,700 last year free. So altogether, I made over 2 grand in the stock market, which doesn't sound like a lot, but dividends don't. There's not a lot of capital appreciation with that. It takes a lot of time for it to happen. So between my dividend income that's passive, I just put my money in companies and they pay me a portion of their profits, and the buying and selling that I did, let's say it was 200 bucks, add that to my 1,793 bucks or whatever it was for dividend income. Those together only accounted for $10 of paying. I had to pay the government $10 to make 2 grand. I'll take that. I'll take $1,990 to pay $10. So just so you guys know, I got a lot of kind of backlash for the buying and selling I did last year, and I wanted to explain, like, it didn't matter. Like, I literally paid the government $10. Who cares, right? So, with that being said, I wanted to show you guys that I did sell out of a position here. So I sold out of Hershey. Nothing wrong with the company. Love Hershey, actually. And my carpool was talking to me the other day about how I do all the time when we go to the gas station. We go to Quick Trip like every day. because we're fatties. But we love that beef stroganoff. But I did. I always said, like, I own Reese's, I own Hershey, I own this, and this. But I'd rather take that company out because it was $160 for 80 cents. And I bought, as you guys can see, I'll show you real quick. I bought, so I sold Hershey. So here you go, your order to sell. One share of Hershey has been filled at an average price of $166.99 per share. So I sold Hershey stock, and I bought, with that $160, I bought Pfizer. So it says, good news, your order to buy 4 shares of PFE stock has been filled at an average price of $40.96 per share. So I bought 4 shares of Pfizer. And then, as you guys can see, because I owned, this is yesterday, because I owned 165 shares of AT&T on 4/8, I received a dividend payment of $85.80. And that dividend payment's wrong because I own 171 shares, so it's going to be more than that the next time I get paid in 3 months. So AT&T paid me as well. So I sold Hershey and I got the AT&T dividend, which brought me up to like $100 or $280, I think, something like that, of dividends. So I used Hershey money to buy 4 shares of Pfizer. So it says, good news, your order to buy 4 shares of Pfizer has been filled at an average price of $40.96. So Pfizer pays around a 40-cent dividend. So for about $1.60, it's actually like $1.56. So I got $1.56, right? Hershey only paid 80 cents. So I almost doubled my dividend income by switching out Hershey for Pfizer. And the growth rates of the companies might not be the same, but I can buy almost four Pfizer for 1 Hershey. So the dividend income from Hershey would have to 4x in order to make it worth it for the Pfizer shares. So that's why I did it, because Pfizer makes more dividend income than Hershey. So it makes sense. And the growth rate, I haven't looked at Hershey's in a while, but my guess is that Hershey probably has a little bit better growth rate than Pfizer, but it's going to have to 4x its dividend income to make it even with the amount of Pfizer that I just bought. So that's why I did it. Pfizer's definitely a better value instead of Hershey. And then, on top of that, with the AT&T dividend of $85.80, I bought 3 shares of my, right now, my recently favorite stock, because I feel like it's undervalued. So it says, hooray, your order to buy 3 shares of Kroger has been filed at an average price of $36.29 per share. So not only did I get paid an AT&T dividend, I sold Hershey, and then I allocated the Hershey capital to buy 4 shares of Pfizer, which put us up over 100 shares of Pfizer, which I'm happy about. We're at 102 shares of Pfizer, which means that we make around $39.80 for Pfizer, which is great. And then Kroger, we added another 20, 30, 54 cents for Kroger dividends, so that's awesome. And I love Kroger. They have a double-digit, like I did a video on it and explained it to you guys, but if you guys didn't see it, Kroger is the world's largest grocery store. They use robotics to fill their orders. They're using autonomous driving to do grocery deliveries. So they're very cutting edge in the space, which really helps because they have been lagging in that and innovation, and so I'm excited about that. But the payout, they've increased the dividend for 18 years. The dividend has a 5-year CAGR of 12%, and the payout ratio is below 30%. So this is kind of like cookie cutter Aflac in a different industry. So that's why I wanted it. It fits every dividend metric, and I wanted to add more shares of it. So thank you, AT&T, for buying me 3 shares of Kroger. So, like I said, guys, don't be afraid to kind of buy and sell if you find bigger opportunities. If I was Warren Buffett and sold, 10 million or whatever, or 500 million shares, yeah, the tax implications would be a lot harder on me. But I don't really care about it since I've done this for a few years, and it totally worked out, and it didn't actually cause me to have to pay that much in taxes. So, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button on my channel, that dividend guy, and when you do, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any updates. Remember, I've been posting a update and a list video, but today I wanted to go ahead and share my thoughts on switching out Hershey stock. I also have a video planned about the comments that were on one of my latest videos. just because I wanted to go through them because it's kind of funny. And I also wanted to do a video on Dogecoin. So tomorrow is going to be the comments video, and Friday is going to be Dogecoin. So I'm going to switch up the content a little bit for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button, and when you do, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any updates. Like I said, guys, I've been posting 2 videos a day for about a week now, and I'm loving it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later on today with the portfolio update. Take care.